Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. I got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Lane Liberts again this week. Seems to be like we make it out here quite often. We got a lot on the plate today. Going to look at a lot of colts, see a lot of upcoming events, and we're going to get started on that in just a moment. But first, we're going to take a short pause for our sponsors.
Hi, it's your friend Abby at Jim Armstrong Subaru. Just wanted you to know KBB voted Subaru Best Overall and Most Trusted Brand once again. ACSI also named Subaru #1 in vehicle safety, and J.D. Powers also named Subaru #1 in brand loyalty. Last but not least, they're #1 in my book too. So come see me and your other friends at Jim Armstrong Subaru and see what being #1 is all about.
Six-time world champion in the amateur and open competition, 4 times amateur world grand champion, and 2019 world grand champion. Standing at stud for Joanne Dow at Fantasy Farms in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Call 931-389-6983 for breeding information.
Come one, come all, that's the motto at the new Feed for All store on Highway 64 East. Feed for All is family owned and operated by Christy and Eddie Guthrie along with their son Joe. This family will be available to serve your daily needs for all your agriculture animal feeds. Their goal is to provide feed in bulk or by the bag wherever it is needed and will always be a phone call away. Christy and Eddie have always been very selective in the quality of the feed their animals were fed, and their satisfaction with the Feed for All products is their guarantee. You will be satisfied as well. Watch your horses come running when you break out the Feed for All horse feed. Give Feed for All a call today at 931-492-4609 or stop by their store located at 2392 Highway 64 East in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and pick up a load of feed today. Joe is ready to load it for you.
Feed for All, so good.
Let's return back to Jerry Harris and his guests on What a Horse.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I got a couple of announcements. This weekend, the 18th and the 19th at Lane Liberts in Shelbyville, Tennessee, they're going to have a colt preview and sale. You'll be able to buy a lot of the colts that you see Friday and Saturday. The main event's on Saturday, though. Remember, that's going to start 10 o'clock in the morning. Lane Liberts has been good enough to invite the Alabama Auxiliary up, that each year they have a major auction that they sell everything from pies, cakes, you name it, a lot of equine equipment. This is going to be a major sale, and it goes for one of their major, and I mean major fundraiser, Camp Smile a Mile. This is important to them, and this is just an example of the walking horse industry working together. Tennessee inviting Alabama up because of the charity that they support is so important to everybody. Camp Smile a Mile. I want to invite all of you out to Lane Liberts. He'll be here along with his son and everybody. They'll be riding colts for you to preview. You can make bids on them. Who knows, you might walk away with the next world grand champion. And right now, we're going to take a trip out to Sugar Creek to watch some of the horses that was exhibited last weekend during their first look.
is by Jose out of Rose Island Ritz, who is a full sister to Imager Ritz. But he's putting on the Ritz. Second down by Price Generator. Third down is by Triple Threat. I'm Jose at the Ritz. I'm with Joey Manus, raised by Ralph Pinner, Senatolia, Mississippi. By Jose out of a Ritz mare, out of a Generator mare. This is out of a full sister to World Grand Champion Imager Ritz. He is a spring colt. He is not a fall colt. If you have a colt that's going to be in our preview here in just a little while, make sure you go to the office. You're going to get a number. You're going to register just a little information on a sheet. They'll bring those here to the center ring of our pavilion. We're going to give you information. Give these folks just a little time. It's a little bit of a chilly morning to be getting up and getting the 2-year-old ready to bring over to our preview. We're going to be very proud of those that are. Hey, how about 704? Look at this big rascal. 704 is Sir Jerry Williams Stables out there at Uncle Nearest Distillery. Jerry Harris, Channel 6, our good friend from Wild Horse. Guess what? He's the owner. He's got a little size to it. This is Sir Jerry. He's a deal for real, right? Deal for real. His mom is Armed and Dangerous. Buy deal for real. Patchy material. Honors Philly. Colt Sable, Southfield, Kentucky. Hey, take a look right here.
Hey, not raised her.
Raised by Daniels Farm, Spring Hill, Tennessee. Pageant material. Honors Philly. Colt Stables. Full sister to the Honor Code.
Colt, John Allen,
Honor Philly, Pride's Ultra Thread. Thank you, Jimmer, for being here. Wesley Williams trainer aboard Nathan Eskew, making a ride.
full brother to Prince Charles.
Full brother to Prince Charles.
Johnny. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good to meet you. You doing all right? Doing good.
Uncle Charlie. Sitting up taking notice. He is by Walk Time Charlie, out of Generators Maid of Honor by Prize Generator. Prince Charlie, champion of the world, is his full brother. Second down, Ice Statement, Delights called Ice. Third down by Prize Ultra Thread. This is Uncle Charlie. A perfectionist by the Perfect Hawk. 705 Tri-Knot Stables, Lewisburg, Tennessee, Wesley Williams. Today our jockey is Eskew. Joey Manos is the proud owner. 705 is a perfectionist for Tri-Knot Stables in Sheffield, Tennessee, owner Joey Manos. Nathan Eskew makes a ride. This is by the Perfect Hawk. Tell you a story about this one. He is by the Perfect Hawk, and he is out of Jazzman's favorite design, who had Gin Fusion and Belichick. By Perfect Hawk, and out of the Dam of Belichick. Charlie Philly out of Master Jazzman, Troy Richard Stable.
Who's this?
Walk Time, Charlie Philly. Troy Richard Stables in Sheffield, Tennessee. By Walk Time Charlie out of Master of Jazz Mare. everybody. Gonna take a little sale picture real quick. This is a yearling sold. This is the Honors filly.
This is Honors in My Heart.
Honors in My Heart.
You know, she's comes from that etched in my heart, you know.
Comes from etched in my heart. There's Caitlin. Caitlin's got the camera. She's gonna take a little picture. Headed to Kentucky, right?
No.
Or, see him right here? William? Okay. Gotcha.
But I guarantee you he's gonna win. I'm gonna leave.
Do it now.
It's gonna be me down here, son.
That's right. You be that guaranteed winner.
I'm undefeated on one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How'd you like those at Sugar Creek? They had several out there. Now we're going to go to Lane Liberts and watch some of his colts that are getting ready for the sale next weekend. Remember, that's the 18th is the preview. The 19th, you'll be able to come out and buy one of these good horses. Looking forward to seeing you there. Let's watch some colts. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing some good colts out here at Lane Liberts. They've got some good ones. Fillies, stud colts, you name it. And they have already sold several this year, but they got several more that you'll be able to bid on when you show up. So we're going to take a short pause for a commercial. We'll be right back with some more offsprings from Lane Liberts Stables. Agenda Win started his career under the guidance of Herbert Derrickson, winning his first outing as a 2-year-old in Manchester, Tennessee. After a great 2-year-old season, Jen would win his first outing as a 3-year-old. He was then purchased by Harold Roberts. Harold won a competitive amateur class with him, then turned the reins over to trainer Blaise Picard, who would win both the World Championship and World Grand Championship 3-year-old classes. This would be followed by Kendra Myers winning the amateur 4-year-old Grand Championship, and then Jen would go on to win World Championships in both amateur and open show pleasure divisions. With World and World Grand Championships in both open and amateur divisions, the decision was made to stand this talented black stallion in honor of the man who saw his greatness, Harold Roberts. Agenda Win is now standing at Sugar Creek in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Make an appointment to breed your mare today, 931-680-0897.
Tired of paying for monthly telephone service, expensive long-distance bills, and all those crazy taxes? Are you sick of spending money on telephone equipment, maintenance contracts, and service calls, all for a phone system that shackles you to 100-year-old technology and your desk? Stop it. It's time to ship your phone system to the cloud. What can the cloud do for you? Bring together remote offices, workers, and employees in the field. Make sure that you'll never miss calls by delivering them to multiple devices. Modernize faxing by allowing multiple faxes to be sent and received at once, and delivered to email. Get your voicemail messages instantly through email too, and take advantage of an endless supply of customizable features. Host My Calls can deliver the cloud. All of this technology with low upfront costs and not one penny in capital expense. It's time for a phone solution you'll truly love from Host My Calls. Call the number below.
The Tennessee Walking Horse is a perfect horse to bring a family together for fun-filled days and nights of competition. From the youngest and the smallest in the family to the oldest and the biggest, the Tennessee Walking Horse provides an avenue for the entire family to enjoy competing together. If you ride one today, you will own one tomorrow. I don't want anybody to forget the Winter Circle. They have free shipping for any order over $100, and they do support our industry on a regular basis. So please remember the Winter Circle when you're getting your equine needs.
Let's get back to Water Horse and watch some more videos.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to go back to Lane Liberts and look at some more 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. Let's go. I'm sitting here with Bobby Ballou. We're talking about a colt out here that's first time. Well, it's never been under saddle, but we're also watching the way he moves, pulling the cart, and a lot of people, they'd rather start them like this than under saddle.
Oh yeah, that just teaches them to use both ends, and it really helps that back end, I guess, primarily, you'd say. But it doesn't do anything but strengthen them, help them get strong, and it's just kind of a precursor for what they're going to do here in another month or two.
Well, I know they use that back end more now. This is a Bruce Pearl filly.
Yeah.
Never been under saddle, but now she carries herself real well. She's got a good gait to her.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that cart will just bring out, it'll make that cream rise to the top. It'll help them, like I said, both ends. She's gonna be a good one there, yes sir.
I believe she's a little tired right now.
She's about puckered out there. She's about ready to go get some.
She's a pretty thing.
Yep.
This right here is a master of jazz out of the Dame of Play Something Country.
Play Something Country, yep.
So we got some good bloodline right there.
That's right. That's right.
I tell you what, they come out here, but you and I just talking, Bobby, about this horse industry and the people. They getting together like we are today and just sitting here enjoying the weather and watching horses.
That's absolutely right. I told Jeff coming over this morning, when I was going to college, I would come through Pulaski and up through Marshall County, Lewisburg, Shelby. I'd come this way just hoping I'd see a horse out in the field, somebody riding.
Well, people just don't realize that the days that are spent just kick back, relaxing, and watching horses work.
Absolutely.
It's just a certain joy, especially when you watch one and you say, well, I remember the first shoe that they put on him. And I can remember, well, they put pads on him, but he wasn't real happy, so they dropped him back down to a part performance, and now he's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And watching these horses mature and get older, it's something special.
Absolutely, developing, just like almost watching a child develop.
It is
different skills, different abilities.
That's something a lot of people don't understand, Bobby. With him right there, just letting that horse stand. That horse just standing there, looking around. He's still got the blinders on him, but he ain't taking off. He's just standing beside him. He's carrying on the conversation on his phone. His horse just sitting there watching him.
Patience. Patience.
You know, I've talked about coaching, because I coached ball for 18 years in all levels.
And when you watch that kid, when he turns on that light bulb, that he has just realized what you're saying, and then you watch these horses that they seem to, you say, well, I don't know if they're ever going to get it together, and then you look out there and say, good Lord, said he just turned on his light bulb.
Just like a flower blooming, it's almost overnight they'll find it. It'll
come together.
Absolutely. And just like that one right there.
Yeah.
First pass, kindly awkward, a little bit off time. Second pass there, doing it like it's supposed to be done.
Getting right with it. And I tell you what, Eli, I'm gonna have to say, Lane Liberts got him a jewel right there. He has raised one heck of a horse trainer.
Absolutely. He's as good as they come in the saddle.
Well, got a good set of hands, real good set.
Absolutely.
Here's a Genomati. Now right here's a, you got a little interest in this one, don't you, Bobby?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's one we came up with the other day, and he, this is the first time I've seen him actually, and been worked. But I like what I see thus far. He's built right.
Well, that's the main thing. If they ain't built right, we can just forget it to begin with.
You know, that's a lot to be said right there. Look at that head up there.
Head up. He's going forward. You can tell he's using that back end because he's pulling on that trailer.
Yeah, he is. It'll help him these warm days, and about 15, 20 minutes out in the field.
Makes a bunch of difference in them.
It'll make, and I've noticed that once you start working these horses, and I'm not just putting some everyday good exercise, they'll start growing, they'll start filling out, and there won't be no feed left at the end of the night because they'll consume every bit of it.
They'll get it all. I'll tell you what, Bobby, I believe you got something there.
Well, I sure hope so. I like what I see thus far. He's maybe a diamond in the rough, so to speak. But if he's got it in him, Eli and Lane and these boys will get it out of him. I guarantee you that much.
Well, I believe it. That cart is sure making a difference now. One thing about it, he's not acting a fool in that cart either.
No, sir. No, he.
And some of them you put in that cart and you don't know what they're going to do, where they're going to go, or I've seen them just stop and lay down, do everything under the sun. But now he seems to. He's finding himself.
Well, he's got the desire. He's willing to work.
Yeah.
He don't know exactly what all he's doing yet, but he's got the will to try at this stage of his. And I like that step behind.
I do too, but I like the way he's throwing them legs out front.
Yep.
It's hard to tell, but when you watch him and you watch that back foot, he's hitting on his heel back there, which means he's not toeing in, he's reaching out.
Right.
There's so many different things when you're looking at a horse that can make you feel real good about them.
Oh yeah, yep. Well, you know, it's fun to just watch them develop. Cause you take even the best ones when they start. A lot of times they don't know anything about what they're supposed to do, but if it's bred into them like these good colts are, it won't be long before the cream starts rising to the top.
And you can see some good. It's just the difference between one over here with a cart and one that's by saddle. I mean, you got both ways.
That's right there showing a little progress.
Yeah. Old saying is, it's good and I like it, and I like it cause it's good.
Right.
Now he's getting more adjusted to that cart out there now.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby, I'd say you go home today with a smile on your face.
Well,
I would.
Yeah. Oh, I always find something about most all of them that I like. I just enjoy them, period.
You like I am. When it comes to horses, I'm the most fickle person you'll ever see. Mason likes doing that carting, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
I don't blame him. I talked to him about it earlier. That's one thing that I really enjoy is carting horses. It's just something that I've always enjoyed.
Well, back there you can see when you're riding a horse that your views are entirely different.
Well, you feel it. You can feel it right here. You can honestly look down.
Yeah, you can
You're
see
behind. You can see.
You can see everything you need to see. Absolutely.
Jeff Green's daddy one time asked me, he said, Jerry said, I was in behind the horse watching him. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm watching the way them legs are going. And he said, where did you get that from? I said, I watched Toby Green do that when I was a kid. He'd want to see where them front legs were moving according to the back ones.
Yeah. It's an honors out of a Jazz Key mare.
Tell you one thing, this is a great pasture to ride them in.
It surely is. He's
Riding, carting, whatever.
got a great place here. And when the weather's bad, he's got the indoor place.
Well, that's true.
But there ain't nothing like getting them outside.
No. Outside's where the horses need to be. Strange thing, but you see this on Facebook all the time. You go see this place where they've really gone out and really fixed up a shelter for the horses with hay and everything. They'll be out there in the pasture with snow on their back.
Yep. That's what it takes right there. It's not just one time around the field.
No.
It's up and down, back and forth, and left and right.
In and out. Let them stretch their legs.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's stretching.
Yeah, he is, but he's not throwing a fit. He's getting a little out of gear every now and then, but he's not. He's coming right back.
Right.
And he's not getting temperamental, we'll say.
Yeah, not getting frustrated.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen several, and we've got a few more to go, but first we're going to take a short pause for our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
You know, my friends think I know everything there is to know about the walking horse industry, and I do know a lot, but not everything. I do know one thing, though. My father told me I could find out anything I needed to know about this industry by going to walkinghorsereport.com, and you know what? He was right. Everything from single night shows to multi-night shows, sibling and progeny searches, Ryder Cup standings, stallion reports. They even have a calendar of shows for the entire year and all the current news. It's all right there at the tip of my fingers when I go to walkinghorsereport.com. You know, they could do it themselves, but I don't think I'm going to tell them. Let's just keep them wondering how I know so much.
Let's get back to Jerry and his guests on What a Horse.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to watch some more. Now, we're going to be carting some, riding some. Some of them are ready to go right now. But you can bet next weekend, you'll be able to buy one of them. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, that's about our show for this week. You've seen a lot of good horses. You'll see a lot more when you go to Lane Liberts this weekend. Believe me, there'll be some horses purchased this weekend that we'll see in the celebration this year. Looking forward to seeing you there. Any questions, just give us a holler. See you this weekend.
Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Please start talking.